Few places are richer in tradition, more steep in nostalgia than this old horseshoe on the banks of the old Ncaa, the home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and the scarlet and gray have this place rocking already. A Big Ten showdown is coming. Conference implications aplenty that could resonate for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 12th ranked team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Buckeyes will put total leather and will get started. Catches it inside his 20. Chance to really gain some ground. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. On the run, it's Bird. Pulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those...
What a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Buckeyes. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. The give to the back. Barrels all the way to the 29, a gain of 6.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Smith dropping to pass. Got his man quickly. They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. To the ground with the back. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there. Looking
to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one.
And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Sooners are in the hurry-up.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D-linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
Trying to make magic with his feet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
And they can't make the connection on third down. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. First one of the day is booted away. They ran him out there 4 times in the victory last week. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Dumps it to the back. It's complete. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. The Buckeye aerial attack continues to be prolific. You feel as if they're on the verge of scoring on it. He's taking the shot. Reels it in down the left side. All kinds of running room. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Ohio State. Climbing up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Just about set to kick it away. From inside the 20, chance for great field position. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Smith wants to throw. A little release to the back. At the 35, he's got room. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He makes the catch. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
And the Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He's looking for an open man on second down. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the pass. So the snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back. And that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this...
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And he reels it in inside the 30. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Quickly complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ohio State 21, Oklahoma 0.
second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run play action. Ball in the air, intercepted.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. They're going to test the right side with this one. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Lasso!
They'll leave it with him. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Moves away as he feels pressure. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you a first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
And the Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. On the move, on the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Went to the running game on 1st down, now 2nd down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Now the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to throw it downfield. He chucks one out to the right. And the ball is caught. He's inside the 35.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Wants to throw on 1st down. And he's got it! Touchdown, Ohio State! And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Five yards away from another 3rd down conversion on this drive. They're already 2 for 2. Running to the left. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
8 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
This drive was rolling, and then it got thrown into reverse. Here's a 2nd and 18. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're trying to get to it. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This is exactly why this guy is your QB. He does such a great job of buying time, has such great speed, just stresses the defense. What do you want to do? You want to blitz me? Sure, I'm going to scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass. He's just posing so many problems and so many headaches.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it and still on his feet. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This offense has been a juggernaut, and they have a chance to pad their total just before halftime. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Number 28, with the carry.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Penn State is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far today at Happy Valley. They're up by 4 over Ole Miss. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the big.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet it again. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Tackle on the play at the 10-yard line. It's third down.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Smith dropping to pass. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That is not helpful at all as the ball goes out of bounds right around the 35-yard line. And what great field position to start. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Movement here from the tight end. They'll throw it on 1st down. Now improvising. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
He'll take a deep shot here. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
And the Buckeyes take over 1st and 10.
Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
With the score, Ohio State 35, Oklahoma 0.
The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick it off.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a hit as he fires. He's got it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. This guy's going after a day sort of like the one Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93, already well on his way.
And Joey Galloway had that Bayou speed, that Freaky Friday speed, and he's got it too. I mean, just such a dynamic weapon on the outside. It's a good idea to find him and throw him the football early, in the middle, and late.
It's enough. First down for the offense.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Dances away to buy time. Going to try to get it himself.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Got his man out of the backfield. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Loss of 3. Third down coming up.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. That is no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
They'll try again on 2nd down after the incompletion. Smith wants to throw. He's got his man across the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Line gets set, 1st down. Give to the running back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The Sooners decide to punt it away.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
They'll run the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too.
Running toward the tape. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Fires to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the spot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the...
Fires toward the end zone. He caught it. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And the beatdown has ensued. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
Smith dropping to pass. And the sack all the way back at the 5.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing.
And the defense is going to get 2 for the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the back.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Ohio State 44, Oklahoma 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. They'll give it to him again. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Leaves it with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. Try to get it to the edge. At the 35, he's loose.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20. Ball is at the 20. They'll try to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Zings it complete to the right.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. On a critical 3rd down here in the 4th quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Fights off a defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Bunch formation trying to spring a guy free. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Feeling some heat. The throw. Makes the catch. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. It'll be a run on 3rd and short. And the defense is swarming to keep him from getting to the 1st down.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Absolutely perfect. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
They're going to run it to the right. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches. What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports.